have an excerpt here from The Ringing Cedars of Russia by Vladimir Megre. It's an amazing book. This is the second book out of 9 in the series. So I'm just going to read this and see what you think. You have no doubt heard words to the effect that smoking is bad, that alcoholic drinks are bad, and this is repeated by a number of sources, including your own physicians, in the language that you best understand, yet you still go on doing it. You go on doing it without regard for the deterioration of your own health, and even painful sensations will not restrain either you or many other people from these destructive habits. God says to you, you should not do that. And the message reaches you through pain. And it is not just your pain, but his too, and yet you take the painkillers galore and go on doing your own thing as before. Again, you are not interested in thinking about what produces the pain. And all the other higher truths are known to mankind, but they are not being acted upon. Time after time, they are rejected in favour of momentary illusory gratifications. It means another way must be revealed to allow them not only to know, but also to feel other kinds of pleasure. Once man has learnt these, he can compare and realise everything for himself. He will unblock access to the God-bestowed particle within him. It is no good simply threatening man with a catastrophe. It is no good simply blaming those who do not accept truth. Everyone who brings the truth to others must understand how needful it is to seek a more perfect method of explaining it. And I'll stop there. Now I love these words because it talks about a concept that I think about a lot, and it's about the way that we convey our messages and the way that we talk to other people. I think we can get hung up on finding the perfect way to talk to somebody or to convey a message, but ultimately everybody has an audience and everybody has a learning style and a listening style and a speaking style, and those that they favour and prefer over others when they are receiving the information and when they're giving the information. So I think on the one hand, we can take that as needing to behave in our own way and be ourselves and allow ourselves to flow naturally and to let our words come out naturally. On the other hand, you can see that as we do have room for improvement, and there are ways of communicating ideas that will help more people. It will reach more people and less of a niche audience. So, for example, if you think of a program like The Simpsons, so The Simpsons appeals to so many age ranges, so many different demographic backgrounds, and most people I know like it. I don't think I really know many people who don't like it. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is being that it appeals to many audiences because of the way that its messages are conveyed. If you listen there, when I was a really young child, I loved it, and I still like it now. And every age I've ever been, I've liked it because there's been jokes that have appealed to me and messages that have appealed to me, and actions of the characters. And I think so basically there's something in it for everybody, and we can find meaning in it and we can reflect on ourselves from it. So if you think about speaking and receiving messages and speakers and listening to people, and music probably as well, music as well, and poetry and films and all of that stuff, it's all the same. It's all the way we convey our messages has to appeal. And think about the ones that you really remember, and the ones that sometimes, like in songs and things, the words can really stick in your head because you really relate to them. So imagine if we can talk like that, if we can talk in a way that will really resonate with people, and it will really cut through all of the conditioning and bullshit in the head and just go straight to the core, and then the person listening really receives that message. Now, I don't have the answers to that. All I can say is that I know from experience that I speak better and I convey my message in a better way when I'm feeling empowered and when I'm feeling on a high vibration. For example, if I make a bit, I go through, as you might have noticed if you're a subscriber, I go through bouts of making videos and then I stop for a while and then I start again and so forth. And the reason I stop is because I sometimes get caught up in thinking, oh, I need to make a video every day, or I need to make a video at least twice a week, and then I put pressure on myself and then I try and make more videos, but then I criticise myself, or I stutter a lot, or I waffle, or I feel unsatisfied when I'm making the video, and thus the video is rubbish. It's really not very good. So most of the video, or a lot of the videos I haven't uploaded because I just think they aren't going to convey my message in the correct way, and I don't think that they would really help many people, and it would take the message and the meaning away from my other videos. So so there's an example of it. So I invite you now to take this on board and reflect on yourself in the future as you're going about your day from now on. Just have a look and pay attention to when you are feeling that you're speaking your best, and when you feel like you're really getting your point across to somebody in a really good and meaningful way. Also here, I guess it's important to mention as well that it's important to say what you mean. I love, I saw a t-shirt the other day, it says, small talk is noise pollution. So that's good, I think. So I think there is a place for small talk, but if you're saying stuff that has no meaning and no value, then is it worth talking? Sometimes yes, maybe, but it's important to say what you mean and to say meaningful things. So you're making a positive change. And silence is okay. Silence is good. Silence is time for reflection, and it's important to enjoy the spaces in between conversations and the spaces between words. Okay, right. Have a fantastic day and reflect upon yourself as you go about your day and the rest of your life. Bye!